Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
The phrase brother's keeper became part of the English language, generally meaning the responsibility of caring for the welfare of others. To ask, Am I my brother's keeper? Is a sarcastic way of dismissing such responsibility or passing the buck. But the Lord said, Your brother's blood calls to me from the ground. What have you done? You are hereby banished from the ground which you have defiled with your brother's blood. No longer will it yield crops for you, even if you toil on it forever. From now on, you will be a fugitive and a tramp upon the earth, wandering from place to place. Cain would be the first known vagabond in history. Cain replied to the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear, for you have banished me from my farm and from you, and made me a fugitive and a tramp, and everyone who sees me will try to kill me. The Lord replied, They won't kill you, for I will give 7 times your punishment to anyone who does. Then the Lord put an identifying mark on Cain as a warning not to kill him. The Bible then tells us that Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, which was east of Eden. We don't know who Cain was afraid of, since the only people mentioned in the Bible so far were Cain, his parents, and his brother. Adam and Eve must have had other children during this period, and they likely would go after Cain for killing his brother. Genesis 4 goes on to list Cain's descendants. Cain apparently found a wife, for she bore him a son named Enoch, for whom he would name a city after. Among his descendants was Lamech, a man who took 2 wives, making him the first known bigamist. His son Jabal became the first cattleman, and those living in tents. His brother Jubal is named as the first musician, the inventor of the harp and flute. Another brother was Tubal-Cain, who opened the first foundry, forging instruments of bronze and iron. One day, Lamech told his wives, I have killed a youth who attacked and wounded me. If anyone who kills Cain will be punished 7 times, anyone taking revenge against me for killing that youth should be punished 77 times. Obviously, this fellow had a lot of gall and a terrible sense of justice. Why is this mentioned in the Bible? It was to show that Cain's violent temper and murderous ways had been passed down through his descendants. Later on, Eve gave birth to another son and named him Seth, meaning granted. Eve said, The Lord has granted me another son for the one Cain killed. Genesis 5 names Adam's descendants from Seth leading to Noah. Adam himself lived for 930 years. Along the way, there was a fellow named Methuselah, who, at 969, lived the longest life listed in the Bible. Methuselah fathered a son named Lamech, different from the Lamech mentioned earlier from the descendants of Cain. This Lamech fathered a son named Noah, and said, He will comfort us in the labor and painful toil of our hands, caused by the ground the Lord has cursed. We're not sure what Lamech meant by that. We do know that his son would become one of the most famous men in history.
And it came to pass, when men began to multiply in the face of the ground, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all that they chose. And Jehovah said, My spirit shall not strive with man forever, for that he also is flesh. Yet shall his days be 120 years.
Some believe the sons of God were those from the line of Seth, and the daughters of men were descendants of Cain. And this mixture of the godly and the ungodly led to great trouble.
There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown.
Some believe the giants were the offspring of fallen angels produced with human women. Although the exact details aren't explained in the Bible, the Lord certainly wasn't pleased with the way mankind was going. When the Lord God saw the extent of human wickedness, and that the trend and the direction of men's lives were only towards evil, he was sorry he had made them. It broke his heart. The crime rate was rising rapidly across the earth, and, as seen by God, the world was rotten to the core. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. As God observed how bad it was, and saw that all mankind was vicious and depraved, he said to Noah, I have decided to destroy all mankind, for the earth is filled with crime because of man. And then we are introduced to the ark, perhaps the most well-known boat in history, which would be a sanctuary for Noah and his family while God power-washed the earth. The world's first ambitious piece of technology.
And God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood, rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A light shalt thou make to the ark, and to a cubit shalt thou finish it upward. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, with lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life, from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die.
But the Lord promised to keep Noah safe in the ship, along with his wife, sons, and their wives. Bring a pair of every animal, a male and a female, into the boat with you, and keep them alive through the flood. Bring a pair of each kind of bird and animal and reptile. Store away in the boat all the food that they and you will need. And Noah did everything as the Lord commanded him, although some have joked, I wish he had left the mosquitoes behind. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus would compare the times before the flood to the times before the second coming. Just as it was in the days of Noah, so also will it be in the days of the Son of Man. People were eating, drinking, marrying, and being given in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark. Then the flood came and destroyed them all.
And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female. Of fowls also of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him.
Noah was 600 years old when the flood came, and he boarded the boat with his wife and sons and their wives. The animals came into the boat in pairs, male and female, just as God commanded Noah. 1 week later, when Noah was 600 years, 2 months, and 17 days old, the rain came down in mighty torrents from the sky, and the subterranean waters burst forth upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights.